So, with the news now being official that Aaron Rodgers is out for the season with a torn Achilles, the question for the Jets, of course, is now what? And I don't just mean is Zach Wilson the guy, which, by the way, as a Dolphin fan, I humbly have no authority to offer you Mike White in return for Dalvin Cook. Just saying, we'll do it if you're up for it. But for me, the bigger question is will Aaron Rodgers even attempt a comeback? Remember, he was 90% sure he was going to retire when he entered the darkness retreat. Whatever went on in there, whether it was the juju or the spirits, or whether it was just Aaron's ego getting the better of him, because once he saw that the Packers were really ready to get rid of him, he decided to continue playing. That matters not. And the other thing is he took kind of a sweetheart deal for the Jets, so they would have some extra cap space to acquire players like Dalvin Cook, who didn't come here to play with Zach Wilson, by the way. But a 40-year-old Rodgers returning from an Achilles injury, I'm not really so sure. I don't think there's a guarantee that he's going to want to come back. He's already going to miss this season. Then he would be 40 years old recovering from an injury that's difficult to recover from for a 25-year-old. Knowing Rodgers' personality, it's going to go one way or the other. He's either going to be hardcore and say, hey, look, I'm coming back no matter what, or he might just want to do, in my opinion, the smart thing and protect his legacy and protect his body and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, Jets fans, but this is my body we're talking about. I don't think I can recover from this, and I don't think I can be effective, and that's the other thing. He wasn't exactly lights out last year, and so there was a few questions around whether he could return to his former form. Now, we don't know what Rodgers is going to be. A 40-year-old quarterback coming off of an Achilles injury is just not good news for anybody. Meanwhile, Zach Wilson continued to look like Zach Wilson last night, despite the fact that the Jets got the win. And I know Jets fans, look, as a Dolphins fan, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm actually empathetic and sympathetic to your situation. Nobody wants to see your rivals go down because their best players get hurt. It's just not fun for anybody because eventually we all get kicked in the nuts that way. But the bigger concern this morning, if I was a Jets fan, is, all right, this season is over, but is he even going to try to come back? It wouldn't shock me to see him say no. It wouldn't shock me to see him say yes. I think the biggest thing that's most likely to happen is he'll probably take his sweet-ass time like he did deciding over the summer. Maybe another darkness retreat is in store.